Hello, good morning class. So let's continue. We are doing chapter number 5, light. Okay, from there we have been studying about shadow. We've learned about what is shadow and how is shadow formed in the last class. Today we'll discuss further about shadow, especially the two parts of shadows. Okay, two parts of shadows we'll learning today, and they're called as umbra, umbra, and penumbra. So you can underline these. It's on your page number 77. So if you observe carefully, you will find that a shadow consists of a very dark patch and a less dark patch around it. Understand? So darker part is called the umbra, less darker part is called the penumbra. So if you underline from here, the darker part of a shadow is called umbra, underline till here, while from here you underline the partially dark part is called the penumbra. Partially भनेको चाहिँ कम्ती भनेको. Okay, so penumbra surrounds the umbra. So here also you underline this and put a star mark here. So penumbra, okay, surrounds the umbra. Means if you have a darker one here, darker one is always at the center, and this darker part is surrounded by a lighter patch. Understand? So this lighter patch is called the penumbra, whereas the darker one which is called as the umbra. So a shadow has how many parts? Two parts, umbra and penumbra. The darker part of the shadow is called umbra, whereas the lighter part of the shadow is called the penumbra. Okay, so the next topic that we are going to discuss is shadows in space, that is eclipses. Okay, so you'll find this on your book on page number 78. At the bottom of the page you will see shadows in space, so they are called as eclipses. So shadows which are formed in this space is called what? Eclipses. Okay, so you see shadows of many opaque bodies on land. In the same way, okay, shadows are formed in the outer space also. The sun's ray travel everywhere in the space. They fall on all planets. So all planets and satellites, that is moon, are opaque bodies, means they do not allow to light to pass through them, and so they are cast their shadows in the space. The shadows lead to the formation of eclipses. So now what is eclipse? Underline from here. Okay, please underline from here. An eclipse is this is in the next page, page number 79. Okay, partial or complete hiding of one heavenly body by the shadow of another heavenly body. Understand? So what is eclipse? Eclipse is actually, okay, partially hiding, अलिकति पार्ट, कम्ती पार्ट हाइड गर्नु, अथवा completely, okay, to hide what? One heavenly body because of the shadow of another heavenly body. Like one planet, you are hiding one planet. Okay, one planet is hidden, okay, because of the shadow of the another planet. So that is what we call eclipse. Depending on the relative position of the earth and the moon, two eclipses, types of eclipses occur. Please underline solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. So depending upon the relative position of earth and the moon, earth र moon को आफ्नो जग्गा हेरेर चाहिँ दुई प्रकारको eclipses are formed. What are they? Solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Okay, so let's learn first solar eclipse. Now a solar eclipse is an eclipse of sun. Okay, so it is the eclipse of whom? Sun. It occurs when moon passes between the sun and the earth. So you know that all planets revolve around the sun in their orbits. The earth also revolves around the sun, and the moon is a natural satellite of the earth which revolves around the earth. So when they travel in space at one time on a new moon day, that is amavasya भनेको चाहिँ औँसी. Okay, the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. Sometimes the sun, the earth and the moon appear in a straight line. When this happens, the moon blocks the sunlight, and the moon's shadow falls on the earth's surface. So people living in this part of the earth cannot see the sun partially or fully. This phenomenon is known as solar eclipse. So here you can see figure number 5.16, that is formation of solar eclipse. This is happening when the sun, okay, here you have the moon and here you have the earth. First of all, they are on a straight line. Okay, see that, sir? Okay, so that moon is coming in between sun and earth. So the light ray coming from the sun is blocked by the moon and does not reach the earth. So earth को मान्छेलाई चाहिँ दिउँसै के भएको जस्तो हुन्छ, अन्धेरो भएको जस्तो हुन्छ. ओके, सूर्य ग्रहण भनेको सुनेको छ नि हैन. सो व्हाट हैपन्स, द पीपल हु इज लिभिङ हियर एट दिस पोर्सन, okay, will not be able to see the sun. Some of them will not be able to see the entire sun, but some of them might see only the small portion of the, or partial or a small portion of the, excuse me, sun. Understand? So this, okay, partially, okay, or fully obstruction of the sun because of the moon is called the solar eclipse. Okay, so when does this happen? This happens in the Amavasya. Okay, understand? Means औँसीको बेला चाहिँ यो हुने probability, the chances. Okay, formation of solar eclipse. So when the sun, okay, moon and the earth, okay, they are on a straight line such that the ray coming from the sun is blocked by the moon and the shadow of the moon is formed on the surface of the earth, so that the people at this portion of the earth is not able to see the sun. That is what we call solar eclipse. Is it understood? Yes. Okay, now let's go to the next one. The next one that you have is called lunar eclipse. So when the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth at one point on a full moon night. See, so lunar eclipse occurs when full moon night. The earth comes between the sun and the moon. At certain time, the sun, the earth and the moon appears in a straight line. Here the shadow of the earth falls on the moon, and so the moon cannot be seen by us. This phenomenon is called as lunar eclipse. Chandra Grahan. Okay, so what happens? You see again here you have sun, you have moon and you have earth. Now in earlier moon was coming in between earth and sun. Now the earth has come between sun and moon. Understand? So it happens when Purnima ko time ma chahi yo hunda rahecha. Okay, so what happens is that the shadow of the earth falls on the moon and makes the moon completely dark, that is invisible. We will not be able to see. See, here is written, the moon cannot be seen by us because now moon falls where? Under the shadow of earth. Earth ko shadow le chahi moon lai ke gardincha, haraidincha. Understand? So when the entire moon is hidden by the shadow of the earth, it is called total lunar eclipse. So your time ma chahi ke bhayo? Total lunar eclipse. If only a part of the moon is hidden by the shadow of the earth, it is called partial lunar eclipse. So here so partial lunar eclipse. Partial lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs only on full moon night, that is Purnima ma. So Purne ko din ma chahi ke hunda rahecha? Okay, Purnima ko din ma chahi sorry, raat ma chahi, okay, what happens? Lunar eclipse occur. Understand? So your classwork now is to draw these two diagram, figure number 5.16 and 5.17. Take your time. Okay, take your time means do it slowly. Okay, take your time, draw it neatly with ruler, with the help of ruler, okay, pencil, okay, and draw this on the blank side of your copy. Okay, blank side of your copy. The two diagrams or the two figures 5.16 and 5.17, that is solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you.